Narrator. In the lore of the sea, there is no greater terror than the ghost ship. A vessel found adrift, its sails flapping in the wind, its deck empty, sailing on with no one at the helm. And there is no story more famous, more complete in its mystery, than that of the Mary Celeste. Found in perfect condition, yet utterly devoid of life, she is not just a ship. She is a floating tomb, a 160-year-old question mark on the vast blue canvas of the Atlantic Ocean. In November 1872, the brigantine Mary Celeste set sail from New York, bound for Genoa, Italy. On board were the highly respected Captain Benjamin Briggs, his wife Sarah, their 2-year-old daughter Sophia, and a crew of 7 experienced seamen. Their cargo was 1,701 barrels of raw industrial alcohol, valuable but dangerous. A month later, on December 4th, another ship, the Dei Gratia, spotted the Mary Celeste adrift in the middle of the Atlantic, about 400 miles east of the Azores. Her sails were up but tattered, and she was moving erratically, yet she was strangely seaworthy. The captain of the Dei Gratia hailed her, but received no reply. A boarding party was sent to investigate. What they found would become the stuff of legend. The ship was deserted. There was no one living or dead on board. There were no signs of a struggle, no evidence of piracy or violence. In fact, the valuable cargo was completely untouched. The crew's personal belongings, including money and valuables, were still in their chests. In the ship's galley, there was ample food and fresh water for 6 months. A meal was seemingly being prepared. The clues only deepened the confusion. The ship's single lifeboat was missing, suggesting an orderly evacuation. Yet, why would a seasoned crew abandon a perfectly sound ship in the middle of the ocean? The last entry in the ship's log was dated November 25th, 10 days earlier. It recorded the ship's position and noted nothing unusual. The captain's charts were laid out on a table in his cabin, alongside his wife's sewing machine with a piece of work still in it. It was a scene of everyday life, abruptly frozen in time. The men of the Dei Gratia sailed the ghost ship to Gibraltar, where a British court convened a salvage hearing. The initial suspicion fell on them that they had murdered the crew of the Mary Celeste for the salvage money. But the complete lack of evidence cleared them. So what happened to the 10 souls aboard the Mary Celeste? The most plausible scientific theory centers on the cargo. It's believed that some of the barrels of industrial alcohol may have leaked, creating a buildup of volatile fumes. Captain Briggs, fearing an imminent explosion that might not leave any visible trace, made a calculated decision. He ordered everyone into the lifeboat, tying it to the main ship with a long rope, intending to wait at a safe distance until the danger passed. But a sudden storm or a snapped rope could have separated them from the mother ship. The Mary Celeste, empty but intact, would have sailed on, leaving its entire crew to their fate in a tiny boat, lost in the vastness of the Atlantic. This theory explains the missing lifeboat and the lack of panic, but it is just a theory. Others point to more sinister possibilities. A giant squid or other unknown sea monster, dragging the occupants from the deck? An attack by pirates who, for some reason, took only the people and not the valuable cargo? Or something far stranger? Some speculate the crew witnessed a paranormal event so terrifying that they chose the uncertainty of the open sea over remaining on the ship for one more second. We will never know. The 10 people aboard the Mary Celeste, captain, his family, his crew, were swallowed by the sea and the silence. The ship itself became the only witness, and its wooden planks hold their secrets tight. It is a perfect mystery, a chilling reminder that sometimes the most terrifying answer is that there is no answer at all. What do you believe happened to the crew of the Mary Celeste? Calculated risk gone wrong, or a brush with the unknown? Post your best theory in the comments. If you're haunted by mysteries that the ocean refuses to give up, hit that like button, share, and subscribe to Mystic Shadows. And ring the bell so you never find yourself adrift and alone.